guys, I decided, since we're in quarantine and I have no plans for my morning anyway, I've got to do some laundry, but other than that, I've got no plans. I would do this reaction video in my pajamas because they're cute and I love them. And of course they're Stitch and he's my favorite, so yeah. So let's get started with Chantal's regarding my last video, which her last video was the changes one. So we all know this is going to be like, I've decided I'm still going to do mukbangs because I love to do mukbangs and I don't care what you guys say and blah blah, whatever BS she's about to come up with, because yeah, I know it's going to be a doozy on this whirlwind of fun that we tend to have with her. So let's find out what our girl Chantal has to say, shall we? And I apologize if in the beginning of this my sound was a little weird. My mic was over there. I needed to bring it closer to me, so I just did that. I didn't even notice. But I don't think so. It's a good mic, so I think it still picked me up. But let's go. And I know I touch my face a lot, but I'm at home. I'm not going anywhere, and I had a shower. I'm good. Like, I'm not worried about it. But, like, whenever I start recording these videos, my face itches. Whatever good can happen, it happens. I have to go to the bathroom. My face itches. I do this at that. And it's only when I sit down to record, and I hate it, but it is what it is. Ugh, I feel like my neck is itchy. Kitties!
Hello, Foodie Beauties.
Her intro would be a lot better if she didn't talk in it at all. Like that hello, Foodie Beauty, if that would just go away, be perfect. Just put her cats. In fact, make your videos all about your cats. Don't talk. Don't even put yourself on it, because no one wants to look at you. We want to look at your sweet kitties. Look at that sweet face. Like, who doesn't love that? Look at that. I'm sure that cat doesn't like her very much, but it's adorable kitty.
Put your face on a t-shirt, Sam. You think you're famous, Sam? Think you're going to Hollywood? People want your face.
God, her voices are so stupid. Chantal, ooh. See, I don't care. I've decided if I'm going to be mean to one YouTuber, it's going to be Chantal, because I just hate her so very much. And I don't understand, like, she posted on her community tab about, like, her new subs, and people were like, you're my favorite YouTuber. And I'm like, why? Do you not watch any other YouTubers ever? How is she your favorite? Like, and I feel bad for people who don't know her yet. And they're like, oh, like, someone was like, oh, thank you for taking my advice. Yeah, that's very short-lived, I hate to tell you. Very short-lived. She'll change in, like, 5 seconds. Her intermittent fasting, I don't know what the heck she's doing, but I'm like, nope, that's gonna change. You'll get frustrated with her. Like we all do. It's only a matter of time.
Face on a t-shirt. Yes!
He's so cute. That's not how he would talk, and he knows it too. He's like, biatch? Making roasted potatoes and chit-chat.
Hey guys, I know I look like a scrub right now.
Yes.
Well,
Got
this
food
is
on
what
her.
I look like when I'm at home most of the time.
And she's got something on her, whatever that is she's wearing. It's gross. Like, girl, come on. Like, I'm in my pajamas, but I still made sure I looked okay. Like, I don't have food that I can see. I don't have, my hair's down. It's still looking cute, you know? Like, I'm not a total Neanderthal, such as she is.
I'm going to be making potatoes, preparing some oven potatoes while I'm doing this video. Just want to follow up on some things that I said in my last video.
Yeah, like, take everything back you said about, I'm not going to do mukbangs and they're so horrible. Like, I already know what she's going to say. But let's have a good note. That photo thing behind her, I love that. Although her spacing of how she hung it is crap. It's uneven here. The gap is really big. Like, it looks, like, girl, couldn't you have had someone do it? Although BB probably did it. But come on now. That looks like crap. You couldn't have done a better job, especially if you're going to use that as your background. Which I didn't mention in my video prior to this one, but you like my new background? My roommate gave this to me because she has another one that a friend of hers gave her. And I was like, I need something cute in my background. So she gave this to me, and I love it. It's perfect. It works for me. Oh, sorry. Just gotta stop yawning.
take back my sentiments of my last video.
Right.
But I've come to some realizations that
Stupid.
regarding the changes to the content of my channel.
She's so stupid. Like, whatever. Changes. Like, what? Like, we didn't already know that was going to happen? Like, come on. Like, whatever she's going to come up with right now is total BS. She just didn't want to do it because it's hard and blah, blah, blah. See, I at least admit it. Like, it is hard eating right. And sometimes I just don't want to do it. I want to have a cupcake. So what? Like, you know, I at least admit I'm not coming up with BS. No, but there's some changes, and, you know, I've been thinking about it, and, you know, this is the right way, blah, blah, blah. No. She's so dumb. Ugh.
I just want to clarify, and I've come to some new decisions regarding that, at least for now. And
Whatever.
especially during this whole coronavirus thing going on, this pandemic. At first I had a bit of an attitude where it was like, it's not a big deal, you know, blah, blah, blah. And then I did more research and I saw what was going on in Italy and the panic it's creating and ultimately the financial devastation that this will cause if it hasn't, I mean, it's already started to.
Yeah, and of course someone like her, who still gets thousands of views, isn't going to notice because she's still getting her money. I don't know if it's affected BB at all. But it's like, who is she to talk about that? Like, at least you're still getting all the money you're making. You know, shoot, I got to come up with an extra $600-700 a month just to cover what I'm missing. And it's like, I mean, that's not easy to do, especially when my secondary income is babysitting. No one's hiring babysitters right now, so that's kind of out on me. So, yeah, she's one to talk. She doesn't even know. Like, see, that's what I hate too. Like her and Amberlynn. Like, I'm hoping that this is causing people not but see, it's the advertisers that are paying them. It's not us. Like, we just happen to go on, and the advertisers are paying them. So, of course, you know, they're getting paid. But I wish that they would take a hit, too, because I want them to really, truly understand what it is like what we're all going through, because it sucks. And I don't know what Pete's gets. You know, I know that they're going to move into their new apartment on the 15th of next month. But I don't know what his income is like, or how he's going to, you know, if he just gets money from the state or the country, whatever. I don't know how it works in Canada. And so he's fine too. Like, I don't know, but it's like people who, and that's the thing too, like, you know, this whole stimulus thing that they're doing here in the US, I'm really hoping that the people whose income is not affected, like people who are getting money from the government already, and it's not affected in any way, they should not be getting the money. Like, I think that part's unfair if they are going to get the money, because it's like, your income wasn't depleted. It didn't affect you in any way. Like, why does it matter, you know? Like, for everyone else, yes, I think that it should definitely go to them, but I don't think they're doing it that way. I don't know how that works regarding to taxes and that sort of thing, if you're getting money from the government already just because. But, yeah, I don't know. I'm sure that's an unpopular opinion, but it's true. Like, it's not fair. It's like, okay, you know, if your money's not affected, why do you need the extra money? You don't, you know? Just like her. She probably doesn't need it. And I don't know what Canada's doing, but whatever.
I think I read, you know, airlines are going bankrupt by May. They estimate that most airlines will be bankrupt by May, and it's my anxiety is really bad. I know Pete's messaged me, you know, he's like, my anxiety's getting worse, and
Why?
He's usually a very optimistic person in situations, but he's also very aware of the situation, and it's even worrying him. So,
well, see, that brings me to my point. Like, for you, if you're still making money from advertisers, unless they're going to stop monetizing people or something on YouTube, how is it affecting you at all? Like, you're still making these videos, people are still watching them. So it's like, okay. It's not like she made money primarily off of sales from things or something like that. Then sure. She literally just makes money doing bullshit on YouTube. Like, I don't get it.
Particularly financial collapse because of this. And for me, you know, just seeing how many people are affected, seeing people saying,
she doesn't care.
I've lost my job and this and that. And it's just like the overwhelming amount of suffering people have to endure, the deaths, the financial issues.
I highly doubt she cares. I think this is all crocodile tears, and it's not even tears. I don't believe her. I don't think she gives one shit about what's going on for other people, because as long as it's not affecting her. Because I can guarantee, if it were affecting her financially, or if she had lost someone, she'd be on here crying her eyes out. You know, like, she'd be upset. Or she wouldn't make a video at all, I would hope. You know, she wouldn't monetize that. But, like, whatever. She's dumb.
It's just really overwhelming, and it really has put me in a depression, and I've been sleeping all day.
Which is probably what she normally does on a regular basis anyway, so I don't see how that's different either.
I've been watching 4-hour-long Stephen King movies that bring me comfort, to try to escape the grim reality. And so that brings me to, I'm not really sure because I am still moving, which it really makes me nervous to do such, a big change right in the middle of such a
Whatever. See, she's just using it as an excuse. She's using people's pain and the devastation that everyone is having to go through as some excuse for herself, so she can feel, sympathetic towards others, and, oh, this is affecting me because I'm not sure that I want to move and make a big change. And it's like, whatever. Like, I'm sorry, does anyone really believe her? I mean, honestly, do you think she's sincere? I don't think so. I really don't. Like, it's not affecting her in any way. Like, she hasn't lost anyone. No one she knows is sick with it, as far as I know. So it's like, it hasn't really affected her, so I don't know what she's over here talking about. Like, no one's gonna feel sympathy for her. Like, whatever. Like, fine, if she feels sympathy towards others, that's great, and I hope so. But aside from that, like, what should we do about that in regards to her? Like, what does she want from us, Like, are we supposed to feel bad for her because she feels bad for other people? No. I'm like, now, if BB's job is affected or Pete's job is affected, depending on who, I don't know what he does, then yes, I feel bad for that. And then if she's affected monetarily and it actually hurts her in that way, then yeah, I feel bad. But other than that, no. Sorry. I don't sympathize with her at all.
Global devastation, but I'm just cutting an onion here.
And see, that's the other thing. She's ever talking about something like this, and she's cutting a friggin' onion and making food while she's talking about it. It's like, if you're going to talk about something serious like that, be serious. Be in that moment. Talk to us directly. Don't be chopping an onion over here while you're talking to us. This isn't some, just conversation with friends. It's like, you're making a video in regards to something that's very sad, and it's happening to a lot of people. And it's like, you're so nonchalant about it. Like, oh, I'm just going to cut this onion when I talk to you about people are dying and financial blah, 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 and this and this. And it's like, really? That's what drives me nuts. Like, if she does not care. I don't care what she says. Bullshit.
I haven't eaten since yesterday at like 2. I've been in bed.
Don't care.
So, and, yeah, I think it just makes me really nervous to just all of a sudden be so drastic with the change in my content and my channel. But
also BS. Just an excuse to not have to change her channel. BS. The changes she was talking about was literally not doing mukbangs. Like, how hard is that? Why is that such a bad thing? Oh, I have to do mukbangs because it's just too hard now with all this devastation that's going on. Stupid. She drives me nuts. Like, I'm probably going to interrupt every 10 seconds because she drives me nuts. And everything that comes out of her mouth is BS.
At the same time, I know you're thinking she's going to go back to mukbangs.
Yes, and she is, because there is one.
No.
Yes.
What I'm proposing to do for myself and my channel is kind of hit a middle, I guess, of make some change, like still make the primary focus on my health and my well-being, especially at a time like this where health is wealth in all sense of the way. But I also think that since we're self-isolating, and it might even get worse where we're going to be forced to isolate, and it could happen because there's still a lot of people roaming around. I'm guilty of that. I went out and saw my mom and everything when we do need to get things like groceries and stuff like that, but other than that, maybe we should be inside. And because of that, there's not really much to do in the way of content, it's not like...
Yeah, so all that's left are mukbangs. Yeah. I can guarantee there are a lot of YouTubers out there who are quarantined just like everyone should be, and they can find other content, and that doesn't require them eating food. Just saying. Like, that's dumb. She just wants an excuse to eat on camera. She's so stupid. And she's going to use this as an excuse, and it just drives me nuts, because it's like, can't you just speak the truth? I wish it was like Liar Liar, where she couldn't lie to people. Or herself. Because I know a lot of times she lies to herself. But, like, I wish it was like that, where she just couldn't lie to herself or us. Because she's lying. It's just BS that's coming out of her mouth. And it's like, stupid.
I can go out and enjoy the downtown area. Everything is closed, and there's no one on the streets. you know, I could go for a 15-minute walk or whatever. It's not like I can go on hikes. I'm not at that level physically, especially with what's going on with my lungs right now. Everything like that. I mean, my doctor's appointment Monday, they called. I have to do it over the phone. So, I mean, it's just things are getting scary. And
That's crazy.
Maybe this is for comfort reasons, but I think maybe other people will find comfort in it too if I just kept my content the same for now, but different in the way that it won't be mukbangs. I'm not going to label them mukbangs. I'm not going to go out of my way to eat 2 burgers or do fast food. I'm going to be cooking my meals, and even if they're just...
That's why one of her newer videos is a McDonald's mukbang. I think I'm actually going to respond to that one. And the only reason I am is because it says something in it that I'm like, okay, that looks like maybe she's going to talk about something important. I don't know. But, so I'm going to do that one, but whatever. Stupid. Ugh. Like, come on, no one believes you. Like, be quiet. I'm actually going to take a screenshot right here. Because she looks horrible. And I'm going to use that as my screenshot. As my thumbnail, I mean. Whatever, no one believes you.
Simple meals like chicken and mashed potatoes. I'll just have a dinner with me and we'll talk different subjects. Sometimes I'll do videos without food for those who enjoy that.
See, I love how quickly that went. Like, between this video and the one prior, I don't even think it's been a week. Like, you like that? Like, how, like, I think her cycles are moving a lot faster now. You know, like, where maybe it took a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks for one cycle, like, from step 1 to step 2. Now it's taking, like, maybe a week from step 1 to step 2, and then another week for each step. So her cycles are going faster. So now instead of maybe, I don't know, let's say she did a cycle every 4 months. So what, 3 cycles a year? Now she's doing, like, 6 cycles a year. It's ridiculous. Like, see how quickly that changed, though? Like, okay, whatever. So this is why everything that comes to her mouth is BS. Because I've been watching her for, what, 2 years? Probably around 2 years. And I've seen this cycle multiple times. Like, come on. I'm not stupid enough to believe her. I'm not a sheep. I don't follow every word she says because I know better. We all know better. Like, nobody trusts her because she's a liar. She always tries to make it about her being fat. I'm fat. People don't hate me like her. You know why? Because I'm not a stupid hypocrite like her. I'm not, someone who yells at people for basically calling out my bullshit. And she's, she wants to make it all about her weight, and it's not. Like, if she were thin, people would still hate her because she's stupid. And she lies. And she's a hypocrite. And she's a child. And all the other horrible things. Like, that's her. And, of course, so, yeah, we're going to dislike her. Like, sorry. She can get mad at me for bashing her, but it's the truth. I'm not saying anything that's not true. And anyone who watches her videos can attest to what I'm saying. Like, yeah, it's true.
I'm not going to make it obnoxious eating or anything. So
Lies.
That who don't even like really watching people eat will enjoy it. Just be like having dinner with a friend. When you're out with dinner with somebody.
Watching you eat at all is annoying. Like, nobody wants to watch that. Well, I mean, I guess they do. That's the thing I don't get. Like, if her mukbangs didn't do so well, she wouldn't do them. Like, people, stop watching her mukbangs. When you see that she's got food, don't watch it. Like, I know I'm doing her McDonald's one. That's very rare. But I don't watch her mukbangs at all. Don't look at them. Don't go anywhere near them because they suck, and I don't like watching her eat. But it's like, if people just stopped watching them and they weren't monetized, like if she wasn't getting the views on them, she'd probably stop doing them, and that'd be great. Like, I don't hate all mukbangs. I'm sure that some people probably do it in a good way, in the way it was meant to be. Before we warped it, us Americans and Canadians and whomever. Like, before all the fat people. Hey, if I were doing mukbangs, I'd include myself, but I don't. But for all the, like, really big people who just want to eat a lot of food and want to eat on camera, before they got a hold of it, the way mukbangs should have been. And it's like, I'm sorry, but it's been warped so much, and it's our fault. Like, we warped it and made it into, I don't know what it is now, but I hate watching mukbangs. Like, I really don't. I mean, even Nick Avocado, I don't watch him because he's a train wreck, and oof, there's a lot about him I don't like. Like, he's just a total train wreck. I'm not into the crying for monetization purposes and, like, all that drama he likes to put up there. It's like, no, I don't need any of that.
Why do you watch them, kind of, watching them eat or whatever? So have dinner with me, and we'll talk about things that are going on. It can help relieve anxiety and may be able to help relieve stress. Well, that's my hope. And and whenever I'm able to do so and do more, I still
See, that's the thing too. When she could go out before all of us, she still wasn't doing anything. Still was eating mukbangs, still was stuck in the house. So she acts like this changes her at all. It doesn't change anything for her because this is what she always does anyway. She stays inside the house and she eats excessive amounts of food and she records herself doing it. It's like, how is this any different? She acts like this in some way affects her. She never took 15-minute walks. I've never seen a video of her taking a 15-minute walk. Okay, one time I think she went to a park and then sat on a bench and then talked about something and she was out with Pete's. Like, okay, sorry. How has this affected you at all? It hasn't. You're just coming up with shit for this. Ugh.
will do some videos without food, like makeup videos, or like I said, maybe just sit down and talk videos once in a while. But I do like the idea of just not labeling my videos mukbangs, but like have dinner with me and I can.
But they're still going to be mukbangs. Not labeling them doesn't change what they are. It's going to be the exact same thing. And see, actually, I'm glad I'm going to do the McDonald's one because we're going to see how different it is since it's not labeled as a mukbang. Let's find out how different that's going to be then than her regular mukbangs. Like, I bet you it won't.
I can set my camera up there, we can cook together, we can have a meal together, and it will just be like a daily evening way of dealing with everything, because so many people are shut in inside. And I may have jumped the gun a bit yesterday in my video changes, and I do that a lot, and I bring that on myself. I take full responsibility for the reception of how I kind of change my mind a lot about my content. My sentiments are the same.
No, it's because you're a toddler in an adult-sized body. That's why.
I am sick of, focusing on making the food as delicious, as large, competing with mukbangers, That's not going to be my goal. I'm going to be cooking wholesome meals, and it's going to be a different vibe than the mukbangs I used to do. And I know I've said that before too, but I think it's just the best thing right now. And I mean, I can't fully eliminate food because, like I say, somebody who has an alcohol problem, for example, they can just completely eliminate alcohol from their life and be done with it. I mean, you still have to face it socially and all that, and that's true, but it's not necessary for survival is what I mean. And I say that because for somebody whose problem is food, you do have to eat every day. You do have to think about food, unfortunately. And
whatever. And that's always going to be her excuse. It's why she will never lose weight. It is why she will never get healthy. And it is why she will die young. Because this is always her excuse. Oh, but it's so hard. Yeah, of course it's hard. If it wasn't hard, we wouldn't be fat. But guess what? We are. Because it is hard. And I get that. But don't make it an excuse that, oh, I have to eat to live. Like, no. You don't have to eat cakes to live. You don't have to eat cookies to live. You don't have to eat ice cream to live. Fruits, vegetables, protein. Yeah, sure. That you have to eat to live. Like water. That you have to drink to live. Sure, those things. But don't make this BS excuse that you have to eat to live because that's why you want to eat so much. You don't have to eat as much as you do to live. Absolutely not. So you're stupid. And you talk about your food addictions or whatever, but you've never truly tried to fix them. You go and see a doctor and the doctor's not the right fit for you and they're not right. And whatever they're saying isn't working, blah, blah. Just like Amber Lynn with her too much sodium and not enough vegetables from this doctor. And then she friggin' goes off on her own and still doesn't eat vegetables and has a lot of sodium. It's like, that's bullshit. You just come up with these excuses so you can just eat like you always do and make people feel sorry for you. And then the people that do feel sorry for you, I pity them. Like, that they don't see through this. Like, it's obvious stupidity, obvious hypocrite. She's an obvious hypocrite. She's obvious all of this stuff, and these people don't see it, and I don't get it. I don't get how people like her. I really don't. I will never understand why people like her, because I surely don't. And it didn't take long for me to not like her. Like, she's such an unlikable person, and she's such a liar, and such a faker, and such a bullshitter, and just all of this stuff. Like, yeah, I get why people don't like her. I don't understand how people support her in any way.
I say I like to keep things simple, but then there's a chance for relapse there if you're not at least making your meal satisfying enough. So what I'd like to do for my evening dinner is get in the routine of having a really wholesome, satisfying, well-rounded meal, and try to go back to doing that 3 times a day.
Lies, all lies.
And go from there. Maybe a snack or whatever.
Lies.
Because when I'm too strict,
doesn't matter.
You
You lie.
know what I mean? And that's
lie.
how Amber Lynn lost her weight. I keep referring to her because the way she was talking about what she did really hit home, because I was onto that at the beginning, where it's like you just make small changes, and a lot of you had said that too. You just make small changes. You just eliminate, certain habits. Like still going out to eat, but if you must, because of the social aspect of it and everything, and because it's just easier sometimes making that conscious decision to eat a bit healthier. So everyone's different, but I really like that idea, and I think that there's something there. So anyway, I've been talking.
Total lie. Like, no one believes her and her bullshit. Like, sorry, not gonna happen. Drives me nuts.
I've been making my potatoes. Yeah, I'm just what I'm doing here is I have parchment paper on a pan. I'm gonna mix some onions. I have some chicken drumsticks. I found a bag of chicken drumsticks in the freezer because I haven't been out lately, and I thought, ooh, yay! I have another day where I have some. Don't have to worry about going out to the grocery store. I have some food. I am worried about my grandmother, and I'm trying to think of the best way to do that because I've been out, and I'm really paranoid of the 14-day period where there's no symptoms, and I'm really worried about transmitting anything to her because she has pulmonary hypertension, which is a very dangerous disease, and COPD. She has COPD. She developed that later in life, even though she's only been a smoker. She quit smoking about 30 years ago, and she's still caught up with her. So it just goes to show you, sometimes your lungs do recover to a degree, but it's not guaranteed that you won't suffer the consequences later. And I think that's like that with any abuse on your body, unfortunately. So I'm just going to cut some Yukon Gold potatoes here, and to little piece, like little bits, like the onions. Like the onions are about this big here. Then put some spices, salt and pepper. Put them in the oven with the drumsticks. And I have some frozen broccoli, or I have some green beans. Some nice green beans. Carrots. Pick a side vegetable. And that's going to be my meal. My meal. So I like cutting them small because they kind of cook faster and everything. But not too small.
I'm gonna fast forward some of this because it's boring.
That's not good to be that way. Trust me, and it frustrates me. But yeah. So we'll see, guys.
Yeah, we'll see.
I don't want you in any way to think that I'm retracting my sentiments.
Of course you are, because they're not real sentiments. Like, sorry. Yeah, you are. Here's the truth. I'm speaking the truth. You want the truth? Don't listen to what she... Whoop. You want the truth? Don't listen to what she's saying. Listen to what I'm saying. The truth is, yeah, of course she's retracting her sentiment because it wasn't real in the first place. She never intended to eat healthier. She's so dumb. She's going to go back to eating McDonald's, and like it's all bullshit. Everything she's saying right now, she might as well not be saying. Just ignore her because this is all bullshit. Just wait until the next video I do of her when she's doing exactly what she's been doing for the entire time, and just forget about all this stuff because it's bullshit. Absolute bullshit.
Some realizations, and the situation changes, every day for our current pandemic going on, and it's very very scary, I gotta say. And I think coming on here every day, just even if we gather every day, you watch my show, we talk about different subjects, just to kind of keep our mind off of it a little bit, because
she calls it her show. Show my ass, whatever. It's not. A shit show. Sure, I can call it that. And I'm going to cuss all I want because I'm not monetized anyway, so who cares? It is a total shit show.
It's gonna stress us out to the max, you know? So, yeah. And I had a kind of arrogant attitude about the whole situation.
Because you are arrogant.
When it first started, and I was like, oh, give me a break, you know, everyone's panicking. But it is getting really grim, and I am, you know, I've acknowledged it since, and had a wrong attitude about it. And I really wish all of you to please stay safe. And, you know, I hope that we as a nation, we as people, a species, can overcome this. And, yeah, I mean, I'm scared of the aftermath at this point, too. Like, what's this going to mean globally? There's always a ripple effect when it's something like this, you know? And,
well, until it affects you, I don't want to hear what you have to say. I don't care. Don't care what you have to say about this. Don't care about your stupid sentiments. Don't care about you thinking that people watching your videos is going to help them. And if anything, they're making me more angry than I was before I started watching them. Like, I try not to be angry, and I try to give her the benefit of doubt, but, like, she's so triggering for me. And I really, truly hate her so much that, like, everything she says is horrible, and everything she says is stupid, as far as I'm concerned. I just hate everything she says, which is why I may decide to stop making videos for Chantal. It's like, part of me wants to stop because I hate her so much and I hate watching her videos, but part of me wants to keep going because I know she hates it, and the want to piss her off is almost more powerful than my want to not watch her videos anymore, you know? Like, it's true, and I know it's horrible, and it's petty of me. I don't care. I don't care. You know, actually, who I haven't seen in a while is Michael B. Petty. I need to see if he's been putting videos. I haven't seen his in a while. Maybe he's so fed up with her, too. He's like, nope, I'm done. But, like, come on, like, people, I don't understand the people that like her, the people that, like, watch her for any other reason than to hate her, you know? Like, I don't understand that. Like, how can you like her? She's a liar. Nothing she says is true. Like, you guys gotta see through her facade. You really do. Like, I feel sad for people who like her. I really do. People who believe her. Like, come on, guys. Really? Has she ever proven herself anything other than a liar and a hypocrite? Because I've never seen it. I haven't seen her follow through anything that she's ever done. And now it's just to the point where she has these cycles that they go so fast, it's like, come on now, we're getting whiplash because of it. I'd be like, and she doesn't care. That smug look on her face, like, ugh, she doesn't give a shit about anybody but herself.
yeah. I watched The Stand. Stephen King. I don't know if you guys remember that. I think it was from 1994. It was made for TV. I also watched The Langoliers. And it infects, it's like literally like the plague. It infects about 99.4% of people. Then you have those, probably not good to watch that right now with all the panic, but
Okay.
There's chicken wings.
See, she could have cut that shit out.
Onion,
Cooked well. You don't want it to be like oniony.
Okay, I'm done. I'm done with her. I hate her so much. Her content is bullshit. It's boring. She could have cut all this out when BB came in. Like, she could have edited it in any way. Like, even a little bit to make it better. And she didn't. So, all she did was add her intro and her outro. And that was it. She's bullshit. I hate her so very much. She will never, never, never change. And everything that comes out of her mouth is a lie. It just is. But you guys can believe her if you want. You can like her if you want. But I am not. I'm too smart for that. I'm too smart to like her and to believe her. And, like, I'm sorry. It's just true. Like, I know better. Like, I know a liar when I see one. I know a bullshitter when I see one. I know a horrible human being when I see one, because I've dealt with horrible human beings. And she's probably the worst out of all the people I've ever dealt with. And I've dealt with some bad people. And she is the worst. Because not only is she lying to herself and the people in her life, I assume. But she's lying to us on YouTube and the people that want to believe her. And it's like, really? You're just lying to everybody here. But like, I don't know. I don't know how her family likes her. I don't know how anybody likes her. I'm just going to be honest. Like, I just don't know. I don't know how BB was with her as long as he was. Like, I don't get it. Like, anyone who... I feel like that says more about his character than hers. Because if he's going to be with her, there's got to be something wrong with him. Like, I'm sorry. We know there's something wrong with Pete. Like, I know it's mean, but we all know it. Like, there's something up with him. So, that I get. But BB, I don't understand. There's got to be something off with him to want to be with her. To ever have wanted to be with her. I mean, it has nothing to do with her looks. It has nothing to do with her weight. Because every person deserves someone. No matter what. Like, I'm a bigger girl. And I have someone who loves me for me. And who I love for them. Doesn't matter about our size. Doesn't matter about that. Because love is love. But, come on. Her personality? Really? Who she is? On a personal level? That still doesn't add up. Like, I don't get it. Like, what about her do people like? Like, is she really a good person in real life? Is this just a character she plays on YouTube? Like, really? Or is the person in her real life the character she plays, and this is who she really is? And people don't see it because she puts on a facade. Like, that's what I think. I think she just puts on some kind of character in real life to all the people so she can have friends and have people that don't hate her. That's just what I think. But I don't know. It's just my opinion. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. And yes, I know it was a lot of rants and a lot of hate and mostly me just being angry with her, but I can't help it. I just can't. I can't help it. It's like, she just needs to shut up. That's what she needs to do. Just shut up. Stop with your cycle. Just quit the cycle. Just be honest and say, I want to eat what I want. I want to mukbang. I want to do this. And F you. Like, whatever. Like, just be an honest person. That's all I want from her. Is to stop with her bullshit about, oh, I want to be healthy. Oh, I'm going to stop mukbanging and oh, this. And then retract it with some bullshit excuse using a pandemic that's affecting so many as an excuse for her not to do this. It's just stupid. But I'm going to let you guys go because if I keep talking, I'm going to say even more things that I'm probably going to hate. So, thank you for watching.